Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to another Railroad Corporation video. I haven't made a video in a long time, so I just want to take a quick moment and say hi to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. And what I'm going to do, I've been playing a lot of Railroad Corporation multiplayer with Guarded and Devil Hunter and Macedon and totally enjoying it and getting back into the game. And I had decided to go out and get all the achievements, which I did, but the challenges are pretty tough, so I thought it'd be useful for people, if you're playing the game and getting a little stumped, to go look at Wonderful Forest. And first of all, we pull it up as a campaign. I believe it was a free add-on, so yeah, it was free, a free DLC, and it's a little bit tough, so that's why it's worth maybe doing a video about it. So let's get into it. I'm going to go to options and show you that you can set it up for very hard, normal, or easy. And there are 3 different achievements you can get if you're into the Steam achievements, one for each of the modes. But we're going to play it on normal because to me there are 2 ways to play this. There's the way you would do it on easy and normal, which are the same, and the way you would do it on hard, which is totally different. By the way you do it on hard would actually work for the other 2, but you're not, it's harder. This is a tougher approach. We'll get to that later, but let's do normal difficulty. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, so the idea is that there was this Robinson logging camps, and they've kind of gone defunct, and we have the opportunity to pick them back up and bring them back to life and revive the area with our railroad expertise. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's pause and take a look around. First of all, now, we see right away, one thing that makes this hard is our income's being drained by $500 a month automatically because of the 3 logging camps that we own. If we scroll out and look over here, they're over here up in the mountains. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them up here in the mountains. Tough to get to. There's a big river with high peaks and everything, but we'll come to that later. So anyways, telling us we're going to get hit with money. We've got an office in Port Orange, and and it's a weird one the way they do the research, particularly at the beginning. You notice we can set up a research department, and we will, but what they're going to do is get us rights to DeWitt Clinton, so they're going to kind of get that research for us. It's going to take 239 days. So there's several ways we could play this, but the way we're going to play it is like this. We are going to set up some money making and set up an engine that's going to drive our economy. We need to get $300,000 on our company account. And this game is set up with a whole bunch of contracts, which you'll see in a bit. All right, so what we're going to do here is run a line out here to this wheat. And like so. And I am going to, we have 3 trains to start with, so we're going to set those up to bring wheat into Port Orange, to our city. And I'm going to pause it again because I want to show you something. So that's 2 and 3, and I'm going to buy 3 more trains. 1, 2, 3. I really should have done that. Okay. And then we're going to get our money making going. Port Orange is decent size. It needs meat. So, and you notice there's meat out here, but we don't want to run so many trains as much as we want to have money coming in. So we're going to buy that plot of land right there. Notice all this land here, all these available slots. That's because you'll see later why that's there. But we're going to put a farm in, and then we're going to set these 3 trains that we bought to go and bring grain into our farm. And I'm not sure when this functionality was added, but it's very nice. Remember how we used to have to like buy stuff from our farm and then on the next, and then sell it into our own city? Now we can click this if we own the building, the industry, and we can go city market, click this, and then set up this little auto trading. And we're going to say, if you have any in stock, automatically sell them to Port Orange. So now we're going to let this start running, and I'm going to fast forward it. But watch what I want you to count. Watch with me. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, see how 4 trains went right out, but notice the other 2 are hesitating. Apparently, there, when one got in, the third one came out, another one came out. So you can only have 4 trains on any section of track at a time. It doesn't matter how many signals. You probably notice I put in a bunch of signals in there going up through there, but you can only have 4 trains running at a time going out of the city. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to keep these trains running, and I'm not worried about the money, because once we get back here, like this guy's going to sell to the farm. Once we start selling the meat at 6,000 or 7,000 a pop, we'll be in good shape on the original money, our initial money. And I wanted to run so many trains because I wanted to show you just how you can only run 4 on that line. See, our money's starting to take care of itself. There we go. All right, we're already back into the profit. We've got a good little money-making engine with this farm, and we've even managed to get 6 trains. Now, what I want to do so that they're not waiting on each other is I'm going to level up. Okay, now got to pause for a second. Okay, now I got to remind myself we're playing this on medium, so we have a contract available. Now that contract is to deliver 6 cotton, which we have here, into Port Orange. And we're going to do that next. So let's do... And I think what we'll do is just take whichever ones are the farthest out, meaning the ones that have already left the station, and tell them to deliver cotton. So that's 1, 2, and this T4 looks like he's the next one out, so we'll have him go. 3, okay. And our contract is worth $74,000. You notice that they don't give you a lot of time to do it, but the way we did it right there, should have no trouble getting it done. And T5, I'm going to have it, no, not T5, T6. My cotton guy, I'm just going to have him go do cotton. Same with you. The reason I'm taking Pomona off is that I don't want him to go back just yet. I just want them to go in there and make their delivery. And then once we see what they come up with next, then we'll decide what we want to do with those trains. Okay, there we go. There we got a bunch of money out of that. For the cotton. Now, what I want to do is I want to double track this first piece here, so we don't have trains stacked up in the station all the time. Waiting trains are trains that are not making you any money. It's a pretty simple concept, but it is just simply true too. And what we'll do here is run it out like that. I'm going to set directional signals. And then we're going to expand the station and put repairs in. And like so. Run it back the other way. And let's see here. Nope, I don't want, put repairs out and run mean to. All right, so we're going to give that guy back to the farming job. And what I want to do now actually is I want to take advantage of all this. I want to, it's going to go negative again here. Notice we need textiles. So we're going to buy another piece of land and we're going to build a textile factory. And then we're going to tell these trains here, sure enough, you can go load. I could have sent them back, I guess. Load here, unload at our textile factory. And you can do the same thing. Load here, unload here. And then we're going to set our textiles to sell. If you're above 0, sell those textiles to Port Orange. In the meantime, we can see we're getting a little city growth here. That's good. Now they want 7 workers to Woodbridge. That's out here. And we're going to have to wait a minute until this textile investment pays off for us, but we'll get $13,000 a pop for those. 40, I guess 50,000 or so, and that should give us enough money to get started on this next delivering workers. All right, now we got the farm and the textiles going. Now we should start seeing some money come in. So let's slow it down a little bit, let it keep running, and we'll go out here and we'll connect into our system, and we'll go out here to Woodbridge. And we'll start running passengers. How many do they want? 7. That'll take us like 3 trains. Let's buy a John Bull or a best friend. Let's run 2 apiece. 4 trains. 2, 4. And once it gets going, I'm going to take the return leg off his trip. And we'll set up another one. And right here, we'll convert this one over and start feeding the farm. Same here. They don't need, they don't need wheat or grain, whichever it is, in Port Orange anymore. Okay, there we go. And that should take care of our workers. Now they want grain and lumber, in Old Reno, I believe. Yes, Old Reno, good deal. So we'll let these guys, well, we don't even need to. Okay, so what we're going to do now is these guys here have kind of done their thing. So what we're going to have them do now is pick up the lumber. They can only do one at a time. And, whoops. Well, first we have to connect it. So we're going to connect. Let me start that over. I want to swing more in and swing into it like this. Swing more over this way, I mean. Okay. And we can connect this. Nearby wheat field. So now we can tell these guys to forget that, load one of these, take it here, and then start hauling, hauling wheat to our wheat contract. So that's one, and this will be two. And we'll wait for a third one to come up here. Here comes one right here. He unloads his two, pick up this, take it here, go get this, take it here and go. How are we looking? Good. Now we're just about filled up the meat here. We're not going to be making as much money on that going down the road, but we will adjust that in a moment. Notice they need meat down here. Okay, so these three guys have all done that piece. And we've got 246 coming in there. That should do it fine. And okay, so what will they tell us? Oh, we got the DeWitt Clinton perfect timing. Okay, I want to pause it for a second. Perfect timing. So what we want to do now, they need meat here. We're making an abundance of meat here, and we've got a faster train now, the DeWitt Clinton. So what we want to do here, we've got to keep an eye on this 115 days for that 300,000. But this is a little tiny bit of a gamble, but we've got that grain contract's going to come in, and we've got another nice one, 2 tools. So that's an easy one. So first of all, we're going to grab the DeWitt Clinton, grab a tool, and take it here. That's a contract that we can do. And we're going to copy that because we want to take 2 of them. All right, that's easy. Now this guy here, we're actually going to just say goodbye to him. Okay, these guys can finish their work. Now what we want to do, this is the part I said was a little bit of a gamble. But we are going to, first of all, we're going to fix this up here. We're going to delete that and run it in like this. Okay, so there's our double track for Port Orange. Now we want to come out the other side, and as I said, this is a bit of a gamble, but we want to make sure that that meat income stays up, and we can also make some money on some passengers now that we've got a faster train and what have you. So let's run a direct line from our biggest city, Port Orange, to our second biggest city, whatever that, Old Reno down there. let's repairs, space that out, open it up, and double track it on the way back. Okay, as I was saying, this is a little bit of a gamble, but what we're going to do now is run. I'm going to put repairs on. It's time to start repairing our new train. So we're going to, first of all, buy a DeWitt Clinton, and we're going to tell it to take, I think it can only take 2, yep. Take 2 meat to Old Reno, then pick up passengers coming back and get repairs. 1, 2, let's do 3 of them. 3. And we're going to change our cells here just in case it comes up. See, there's an overage because we filled this up, but we're going to set this up so that it only sells as long. It's going to make sure it has 2 in stock at all times. That way our train lines can pick up the ones that are made. So there we go. So that really, ooh, that put us negative. I wasn't paying much attention. But we've got our contracts that we're about to get done here. We get a bunch for those 2 tools. So that's a nice deal. And notice how fast these guys are. Oh, what is that? Oh, where's he go? Oh, our tool actually rerouted and used this line here. It's faster. And what's this one? Don't go back. Okay, there's our 2 tools. Now these guys, let's set them up to run just kind of passenger lines for us. Let's see something else I want to do. Okay, now this guy has grown to the point where it's now needing wheat because we were getting growth by using this. So we're going to buy this and we're going to set our market to automatically sell here. There, we just sold a bunch of units real fast. So now we own this. It's going to quit. They're going to quit charging us for it coming out of here. And we just made most of that money back just by selling it back to the city. So now we've got, that should help this one keep growing, which is great. And now what we want to do here is start growing Old Reno so that we can get another market for our textile business down there. But what we've got to do now is quit spending so much money so we can have that $300,000. And we got one more train coming in on this line here, and we will be good to go on that. There we go. So now we've got our grain finished, and we're in great shape. Okay, so this guy here, why don't we just let you run, and why don't you just feed grain into Old Reno. You do the same thing. Oh, you know what? In fact, let's convert you to a DeWitt Clinton. You can haul more. And then that other one that's still best friend, we'll get rid of you. And this one here, okay, there, we got the rights to the John Bull. We're in wonderful shape because we've got 50, 60 days to make our 300,000, and we've got now profitable passenger lines, meat being sold down here, and we've got the automatic sales here, plus we own this. We're still selling, we still got 10 more textiles to go in Port Orange. We're selling into Port Orange, so we're in great shape here. Should be. Let's see here. You would keep, you would keep. You, we can scrap you. Okay. Now what we want to do here is we want to convert all these best friends over to DeWitt Clintons because they're just better trains. But we want to start repairing them and schedule a replacement with a DeWitt Clinton. And 3. And then this guy here, I think he's empty. We'll just scrap him. And this one here, we'll convert him to a DeWitt Clinton as well. And there should be one more here, maybe this guy. We'll convert him to a DeWitt Clinton. Okay, so once we get all those trains converted, this one here, we'll scrap him. This one here, we'll scrap him. Beautiful. Now we've got plenty of money. We've got them all converted to DeWitt Clintons. We've still got 20 days left. So let's just let this thing run and we'll wrap up episode 1 right here. That's how you get through the first phase, which is to make your initial money to survive, to set up your economic engine, and to do your contracts. So we managed to do all those early contracts. We're going to hit this $300,000. We've got the John Bull available to us now. We're running the DeWitt Clintons, and you'll see why in the next episode. Why we're just going to keep running DeWitt Clintons for a while, at least down here in the valley. So there we go. Now we've got it all set up. We're ready to move into the second phase, and as I said, we will do that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.